Good evening all, and happy holidays everybody. Today we are going to be taking a look at my Schindler elevator equipment. Now, I have a few push buttons and a few indicators, and I have a few books over there, and inside this bag here is just jackets. I'm not going to show you the jackets. And I also have this here, which I'll show you later. And I've also got Brailles, which I'll show you in a little bit. The books I have here is, I have this one I made by myself, a 330A book, 3100, 3300, 5500. Oh, by the way, some of these books are not a lot of pages. This book has a lot. It's a Schindler passenger elevator book. And this one is a planning guide. Now keep in mind, this one is only one page. And this book tells you about escalators. And this one is about your elevator ceilings. And this one is a Schindler HT Vandal Resistance series book. Now, I do not have the HT Vandal Resistance series yet. I don't know if I'll be getting them soon, but you know what? Let's not worry about that right now. Okay, now you've seen the books right here, but not these ones yet. This is like for like manufacturing, elevator packages, parts, new construction, modernization, service, and repair book. And this one is about all the elevators in the world. Okay. And this here is like a fidget toy where you like squeeze with your hand like that. And it's a really nice one because it's the Schindler van, but it's designed as a fidget. Okay, now you've seen all that, we're going to move on to the buttons first. And then we'll start with the series first. Alright, so here's the first one. Now, this is actually not the first elevator part that Schindler did because Schindler did some of the vintage ones first. Then they actually did a series with Westinghouse and did Schindler RT series, which I don't have, and I don't think they make those anymore. So let's just move on to this. So what I have in my hand is a 1994 Schindler MT 300A floor call and emergency button, like for like call or cancel whenever you see this in a Schindler HT or MT elevator. Now, I have something to tell you. All these buttons here do not light up. So, I'm so sorry that I couldn't get them to light up because I do not know how to wire them. So, anyways, this is a really nice button, and right here, this is where you would glue your arrows up or down, or call or cancel Braille. And I know this button, this square button looks like a Dover impulse button, but the big square does not light up. This lining does to make it light up red. Now, on the back here, it's got a little circuit board, and right here, there's your model number, and you can't see it, but it's right here, right next to this black thing where you connect your wires. It says Schindler 1994. Now, I'm going to take the circuit board off and show you what I'm going to show you next with this. So what you do is you pull those two black parts out, and then bam, the circuit board comes off. Now, this circuit board is kind of different because most Schindler MT buttons have one micro switch, but this one has two for some odd reason. And right here on the top right corner is your 3 red LED lights. Now, like I said, I cannot wire them because I don't have the ability to do that now. So these pointer things, you connect wires to them, or I bet you connect them right here to make the LED buttons light up. Now let me set the circuit board down for a little bit and show you this. Now, this is the back of the button without the circuit board, and this thing right here is the button itself. On the top here is the light, and if you want to take out the button, you have to like squeeze these two things out and then it comes right off. So if you want to do that, if your button gets all rusty, if you want to put a new one in, then just do that. Alright, now let me put the circuit board back on and we'll move on to the next one. Alright, let's see. There we go. Alright, now next up we have is a 1998 Schindler HT 321A Standard Call Button. Or should I say, Schindler HT Standard HT Call Button. Now, this one is a little different than the MT button right there, because in some Schindler HT elevators, they're like on the left or right side of the elevators, and some of these could be on the wall. You know what, let's just get on with the button. Okay, so you got two buttons right here, one for up and one for down. And on the back here, it's got this old circuit board back here. And right here on the thing right here, I'm not... Okay, you see it says Schindler 1998. The model number is up there. So pause the video if you want to read that. Now, this is sort of like an old circuit board because what makes these HT buttons click without the micro switches is there's like two tiny little red buttons. That's kind of like that is where my finger's at. It like makes the buttons click, but since this is an old circuit board, it doesn't make a clicky sound that much. So that's the way it is. And on the bottom here, it's got a on and off key switch for like floor lockout or a fire service. And some Schindler HT elevator buttons do not have the key switch because in, let's say, like, some HT buttons don't have the fire service because it's on the right or left side of the elevator, and sometimes it may have the fire service right here. Alright, now let me move on to the next one. Okay, now I have another standard HT button, but this time it's got the up button only, and it has the fire service key switch. And so, and it has sort of like a darker green circuit board. But if you look at, but if you look on the day here, it says, actually you can't see it, but I know it says, Schindler 2014, and, oh, by the way, this has the, oh yeah, on the last elevator part I showed you, of that standard HT from 1998, I forgot to tell you, it says, hold on, where is that? Ah, here it is. Okay, it says type 321A, volts 24 VDC, and amps 250 MA maximum, and it's a corridor fixture. Now, like I said, this is like a new circuit board, and listen, it has the clicky sound. Cool, huh? And there's like a wire right here, but I can't do anything to it, or something bad may happen. And right there is the actual key switch. Let me give you a demonstration of that. It's not wired up to anything, so don't be alarmed. So in prevent of a fire, you turn the key switch to on, bypass, and off. Now, I know this one says fire service and bypass, but I've actually seen some that says fire recall and reset. And up here, if you look right here, that's one of the screws that goes along with it. Alright, now on to the next one. Now, this one is kind of like this one is kind of like this one right here, but the difference is that this one has no key switch and it has the Schindler logo right there. And there is no wires connected to it. And it still has that good old circuit board that makes the clicky sound on it. Okay. And here is one with the down button only. Oh, if you guys ever noticed, if you ever take the circuit board off with the up button or down button only, you'll see a cutting of one of the buttons that you can add one. I'm not going to show you that right now, but you see how that works. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, next one I have here is a Schindler HT 330A Premium Standard HT fixture. And it has a circuit board right here, like you all know that. But it has different gadgets right here. And if you look right here, there's like a sticker up there, you can't see it. It's saying type 400A, but they actually use this in like a 330A. Now, I know these buttons right here are the same ones that they use in the regular standard HT, but this one is an HT Premium. And they sort of like use this same stainless steel rectangle, but they add like circle buttons for like a Vandal Resistance series. Alright, now I have this one. This is the official Schindler HT 321A, 330A, and 400A standard HT bell indicator. It does, well, it's not wired up, so I can't do it right now. Oh, it's flipped upside down, sorry about that. If you look up here, it says, okay, it's 321A, and if there's like a date right here. Ah, here we go. It says Schindler 1998. Let me see. Okay, there we go. And if it, like someone's entering the elevator, if it rings up, then it rings once. If it rings down, then it'll sound like a doorbell. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, next I have is a Schindler 3300 or 5500 call station. And you can barely see the circuit board in there. And these buttons, they're actually squared. But if it was actually wired up, these buttons right here, the lining will light up like LED white, and if someone presses it, then it will change to red. And the next one I have is a floor indicator. I've actually, I'm not sure if this is a floor indicator or a bell indicator. So, there's labeling right there, and the circuit board is in there, right there, you see it? And this goes to a 3300 or in 5500 as well. And well, let's see. Oh yeah, okay, so now I have two separate keys here. Alright, yeah, let's see. These are the keys that go to the Schindler HT series. And these keys are for the Schindler 3300 series. Next I have are the Brailles. This one is the first floor Braille with the star on here. It's for the firefighters to go to do their work on the first floor. And I have this one right here, and they're like glued in there. And L right here stands for lobby. If there are two L's on one Braille, then it would stand for lower level. Oh, and there's one more. This. Now, you will see these on top of the elevator cabs. And there is a date on here that says... Oh yeah, it says Schindler 2010, but you cannot read it that well. And this one has a really big circuit board. And I bet this one is used for like on a Schindler 338 because I know the circuit board says from 2010. So what you got here is an enable button. I don't know what that does. Norm inspection. And right here you got your stop button. And if you're ever on top of the cab, if you press this button and hold it, then it will go up. And if you press this one and hold it, then it will go down. Okay, well, that is all my elevator parts. I really hope you enjoy it. And I will see you next time, and happy holidays.